Welcome back, people. And I mean, this is the learning curve of music. Sorry for the late video upload. I've been going through some fish, a lot of work I've been going through. You know, a lot of people have been sending me requests and stuff to do mixes for them and everything. Now, you know how you go in the music industry. You know, and when you only really had time to record, you can't get to record that much now, you know. So I know it's December. I see time to upload that video now, you know. So once sent my track when it was a couple of months ago, and then I did a mix for them. And I say I wanted to record this mix over now, you know, because I sent the person the track and they love it and everything. But I say, you know what, since I never really work with an artist like this, you know, it's an artist named Chris Martin. It's a dubplate for my song all the way in California. You know what I mean? And they sent me the vocal to ask me to put it on a rhythm for them. See, and I put it on a reggae rhythm for them. I don't know if you guys know. I don't want to play the song name. All of might know the DJs them that play on the song. See, all of might know the DJs that play on the song. And all of might know the selectors. I'm not going to play the song name. All of might just know the selectors that based in California and based in New York. Some based in New York, some based in California, some based in Texas, and some based in Atlanta. Seeing, and you know what I mean, and it's one of them mix I did. It's very powerful, and it's a rhythm I use. It's a rare instrument that I use, to be honest with you guys, you know. It's from an artist, an old artist from back in India, and I found the instrumental in a sample pack. Seeing? Yeah, so we're going to play some of the track before you go into the mastering. See, today we're going to master with Mcdsp plugins. You know what I mean? And right now we're using Studio One. And you know, I feel about Studio One, you know what I mean? And to me, when I use Studio One, I feel more relaxed and everything now, you know? So, all right. Let's roll, you know what I mean? Yeah. Listen to these track, people, you know?
Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump and good vibes and classical selection. We kill sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them on go dead someone talk on them one. You know them no straight from them banners, them slant. No them a die. Them shoulda never tried. Just it's for the platinum and kill no half. So listen to me now.
Yeah, only like all the track songs so far. Yeah. Is a rhythm from Chris Martin. I don't know if kill off a song boy. You know, I really not sing, you know, but I could pull words together and stuff, you know. Yeah. So today we're gonna be using a plugin from Mcdsp plugin. I have no affiliation with these plugin. I don't have no affiliation with these people that I just love using their plugins. And since the last tutorial I had, I found out these plugins are very, very, you know, people have been using it from since 1968, you know, coming all the way up. And to me, they're using it from 1968. To me, they are good people to like do mastering and mixing with, you know. See? So what we're gonna do now, like I tell you guys, what I like to put on my first insert is like tape. I love to put tape on my tracks, you know. And the tape we're gonna use from Mcdsp is analog channel ECA2. Yeah, see? We're gonna put that on the channel. See? So this is an analog tape, people, you know what I mean? Analog channel AC202. In the description, I'm gonna leave a link to the site. Same. So listen to the track song. You know, I like to do bypass at first. You know what I mean? It's really a tape. It's not really gonna do anything to the track yet. You know, I just like to put it on because I like vintage. You know what I mean? You deal with reggae, you gotta put a little vintage. The rhythm I used was very vintage. And I don't want to change the element of the rhythm. You know what I mean? So listen to the track song.
Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill lava jump and good vibes and classic.
Seeing? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's only track songing with this analog thing. We're going to play with it right now. Right now the release is a little too fast. Seeing? Let me bring down the release at least 50, you know? First time using this plugin, first time mastering, I just taking a chance and seeing her. With mastering, it's not all about feel. And it's not about going with your with some presets all the time, you know what I mean? It's all about feel of the tracks. Right now I find 500 release is a little too fast, you know. I like to pick my release between 30 to 50. So let's start at 50 right now. Bring it down to 50. And the IPS is at 15 and 30. Normally I put my tape emulation on 30, but today we're gonna use 7.5. You know, of course, just give it a nice sluggish feel. You won't just go in rapidly, and we're gonna leave it on REC2. You know, and we're gonna give it a vintage song. Cause I tell you guys, I don't want to change nothing in this track. Cause the track don't really sound good already. You know what I mean? And I just want to give it I just want to get this right now. I want to try to give it the tape a top end shine. Seeing by giving it a top end shine, you gotta play with the bias on the when you move the bias towards this side, it's like you're getting a more low frequency cut or high frequency cut. We don't want to give it a high frequency cut when we roll it on the right side. When you roll it to the left side to like 3 to 4, you just give it a nice shine. So we're going to move the bias right here. We're going to just move the bias to like negative, like right, wrong. -4, -4, good. -4.32. See it? And then after, we won't give the bump. Now listen to the track now before we move on, you know? Listen to this song. Yeah, man, this song is sizzling. You hear now like a sizzling here now. See, now we're going to move the bump now. If you have this plugin, you can follow my strategy. See? Alright, and it does move the bump to like 7 to 8. You move it. Move it. It's a little too high, you know. And when you by moving the bump, you always see like the cut of the roll off is 35. That's pretty good, you know. And the Swiss is like different format algorithm you use, different algorithm. That's saying it right. Algorithm, you know what I mean? K-Swiss is like Sweden. Then they got the Japan. Then they got the USA and the USA. I don't really understand. I'm just trying to let's listen to his song. You know what I mean? Let's listen to his song with this different algorithm. See? So we're gonna let it play and we're gonna go through the mix and listen to it. See? Listen to it.
Smart in here and dancing to the fullest with the big bad sound.
Listen to his song, my bad. Now listen to how you really want to play that from the beginning there. You know what I mean? Pick up that song all the way in California. Sorry. I didn't want to play from the beginning. Now listen to the track in the middle now, you know? We're gonna listen to the K-Sweat all the way down to the last algorithm. So I know it's on K-Sweat now.
Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill lava jump and good vibes and classical selection. We kill sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them are go dead someone talk all them one. You know them must.
You see when I put it on USA, you see they give it like the Poltec, you give it like a Poltec feel. The USA. So listen to his song on the next USA now. Yeah, but finally when they put it on Japan again, you actually hear the bass coming out. Seeing? You actually hear the bass coming out when they put it on Japan. Now listen to the last one we gonna put it on.
Jump on good vibes and classical selection. We kill sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them a go dead someone talk all them one.
Right now between USA M and Japan S. Japan 5. Between USA A, let's listen it again.
Them no straight from them banners, them slants. No, they might die. Them shoulda never tried. This is for the platinum a kill no half. So listen to me now. Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump on good vibes and classical selection. We kill sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them a go dead so. Yeah,
like how it's sung on USA M. So moving on right now, so this is the analog channel AC202. See? Right now we're gonna use insert a plugin from ML4000 from Mcdsp. This is a multi-band dynamics. See? This is a multi-band dynamics limiter. But I don't know if I'm gonna use a limiter with this. See? So I took off gate and I took off the expander, because I know you're only gonna use the gate and the expander in mastering. See, that's like when you're doing your mixing and stuff, you know. And it was on clean and I put it on dynamics. You know, you never drop down back when you go down to clean, soft, smart, loud, crush. You know me, I like dynamics when they're doing mastering. When they're doing mastering, you have to keep it real. You know, you don't want to change the element of the song. Seeing? So from the analog, we're going down to the multi-band dynamics limiter. Seeing? When you're doing mastering, you know, you had this multi-band come with 4 bands. See? To understand a multi-band frequency, I learned a trick from a guy named Alan Solora. A next YouTube guy, you know. I saw him do that trick the other day. I say I was gonna try this trick and see if it's gonna work for me. You know what I mean? So when you learn from other people mixing, it's always good to try it and stuff like that. So today we're gonna try out this multi-band ML4000. So when you're doing, first thing you must do, what I get to find out when you're using a multi-band dynamics, what you gotta do now, people, you know what I mean? You gotta look for the frequency that you want. What I like to do, I like to start off with the highs, then the lows, then the low mids, then the mid lows, you know? The high mids. So we're going for the highs right now. This is the highs right now. What you gotta do is solo the frequency. You know what I mean? You gotta solo and look for the part, but you're hearing a lot of hi-hats and you don't really want to hear too much of the bass or nothing. So you're looking for the part where you're getting a lot of sibilance songs and a lot of presence in the mix. So we're going to solo band 4 and we're going to look for, what we're looking for is the frequency, this frequency right here. No, they might die. Them shoulda never tried. This is for the platinum a kill no half. So listen to me now. Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump on good vibes and classical selection. We kill sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them a go dead someone talk all them one. No, them no straight from them banners them snap. See, I give it on. Right now it's between 99K. Seeing? Then now we go down to the lows right here. And they look for it. Look for the band. What we're doing lows now, we don't want too much of the snare and we don't want too much of the toms. seeing because it's a reggae, reggae have a lot of storms. So you only basically what you're looking for in the lows is the kick and the bass. You don't want no vocal when you're doing this part and the mixing here. So you're looking for the kick and the bass, people, You're not looking for the snare, you're not looking for the toms. You're looking for the kick and the bass. No vocals too. So you click solo, and then after you start, you're looking for the right here you're clicking. Right here you're clicking. So you click now. Listen. My bad, I had the thing off, yes. Listen to it. Listen to the vocal song. That is vocal song. Listen. We ain't that there. Right there at 97 you're hearing more kick and bass, and you ain't really no vocal between that. See? So yeah. So you come now to the third band, this band here, you come to the third band and you're looking for more the chest. You're looking for the chest. Looking more like the chess song, or I'm a little bit sure what the chess song will sound like. So you have it on solo right now. Listen to it. Yeah, that's between close to 1K. I like how this song is right there, Mm-hmm. Right now, it's set now. We don't want to touch band 2 because we don't find out the frequency for the first band, and we don't want to touch band 4 because listen how band 4 song now. Because I had the thing off. So listen how it's song. Is that song in? Yes. That's what we had to look for. I keep it on 9K, and I keep the high mids on close to 950 something. Again, a nice chesty feeling, and the low mids I keep it on 97. Seeing? Yeah. Now we gotta do now. First thing I gotta do now when they're doing a mix now, you gotta work on the threshold. You gotta work on the threshold. You really want it you wanna like cut then now. You wanna cut on the threshold. Not really much. Where just solo it again and you start cutting. Until the band start to dance. Right now I'm doing at least closer to the ratio. I'm doing the ratio close to 2 point. So you know what you are doing, people, See the band and the dance, you can get some more. You can always go back and change it, Yeah. Yeah. Get the let's do it. Like we're like close to 20. Yeah, let's do give it a closer before starting. All right, you put the attack on 20, a fast attack, and leave the release. We have to touch the release, Yeah. You see, you keep the ratio on Because remember the bass is a pumping bass, you know. Listen. Then now we go on, we moving on to the highs now. And we do the same thing again. This time we don't want a fast attack. See, you want something a little slower than 20, you know. Like yeah, that's good. You want it like a dance again. You just want it to dance. But this time you go put the ratio on 1.5. And we want the hard knee. Close to 100 to 80, you know. 80 to like 90, you know. Yeah, that should be good. On the release story, let's bring it down to like 110, so it should be good, you know. Now listen to everything flush now. You know, it can help tame the highs too now, you know. Because remember you hearing a lot of sizzling, and plus you get a lot of S out of the Chris Martin vocal. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we're going on, we're moving on to the middle now. The band 3, moving on to band 3, then band 2. So listen now, we're going to do band 3. We want to try to incorporate the same settings, you know. So let's listen. With more like a hard knee, but close to 35 to 40%. Right now I put it on 62. Yeah, so it's songing. Songing flush already. Listen now, how it's song now. Yeah, mommy move on to band 2 now. So listen to it out now. Right now, by using, you know, let me stop right here. By we doing all these dynamics on the track become very low. So what we gotta do now is use the limiter and bring it back up to par, to almost close to the level. Right now, we're gonna use no zero ceiling on this track. We're just gonna bring it back up to par. So listen to how it's sung. So it's low and low side. So you just bring up the threshold now. And you gotta like do bypass all the time, you know. Let me bring it back a little bit. That's too straight. Listen. Yeah, so what clean and nice people, you know. Yeah. So we move on right now because time on that way. Hope I'm bringing about 45 minutes mix, you know. Yeah. Now we gonna move on now. Right now we move on to our equalizer. A retro equalizer people, you know. You know what I mean? Not really a retro equalizer. What is this? Which one is this? Oh, this. All right, the compressor. Moving on to the filter bank E606. You know, see it. This is a equalizer, people. You know, moving on to the equalizer here now. So what we gotta do now, people? You know, I mean, I don't know if you know about these banks, these filters here. Man, this filter is wonderful, and I've been using it in some of my mixes and stuff. I said I'm gonna try it on one of my mastering scene. So what we gotta do though, this here is like a filter of 6 dB per octave, 12 dB per octave. What I gotta do now, we gotta roll off. This is the high pass here. Enable it, roll up to like 30, 35. Saying we go keep it on 12, and we go roll up to 35. You know. Saying and listen how it song. Let's clean up some of these subs them now because you don't can't really hear them in them subs, you know? Yeah. What we gotta do now is go to the highs now. Go to like 5K. This high shelf here, people, you know. Go to the 5K and then look between you roll off. 6 should be good, you know? And they give it like a one a nudge, like 1.5 the most, you know. Not really much, you know. Because they don't really want nothing to song to shine in, you know. Yeah, listen how it song. Without. This how it's songing? Nice. Look, this is exaggerating now. As I tell you guys in the past, I like to keep I don't like to give too much at when they do mastering, they don't want to give too much at 3 dB. Mostly they give it as 3 dB. To me 3 dB might be too much. Let's keep it between 1.5 to 2. But I could put it on 2. Right now it's on 2.1, you know? So listen how it's song. And it walk off. Yeah, so good here. Yeah, so good right there, you know. So, you know what I mean? Me hear my phone ringing, man. And anytime I do any recording, people always call me, Jed. And I mean, my phone is ringing constant. I just can't answer because I do it on video for YouTube, and you know, I just can't answer that. That is my message, you know. Yeah. So we're going on to let's see if we can bring up the bass a little bit, you know. Let's see if we could get to the bass, you know. Like 110. 110 should be with the bass. Yeah, 112 should be nice, you know. So let's listen to how we could get the bass. So kind of a little something, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's how the bass come up to par. Yeah, that's how you want it now, you know. Yeah, you want the bass to sound just like that. So I put the bass frequency on 112, you know. Time is short, you know. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the retro compressor. Right now, the reason why we're using a retro compressor here is because we want to give the track like a glue. We want to give the track like a glue, you know. We're going to keep the ratio. I don't the ratio is on 4. That's too high, you know. Let's bring it down to like 2, close to 2. Down to the lowest part, you know. Yeah, 2. See it? And then after it's on 1. It's a little here. And then after, bring it down to 200, you know. Yeah, release, you know, down to 200. So we just want to give it like they don't want too much compression because we done already had a multi-band on the multi-band 4000 on the last couple of minutes ago now, you know. So let's just know you go. We just want it grazing to like close to zero.
Good vibes and classical selection. Wicked sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them a go dead someone talk all them want. Know them go straight from them banners, them slant. Know them a die. Them shoulda never tried. Just it's for the platinum a kill on the half. So listen to me now. Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump on. Good vibes and classical selection. Wicked sounds from Trinidad.
Yeah, that's what you want people, you know what I mean? They want that track to have it sitting just like that. You know what I mean? This is the retro 4020 compressor. Seen from Mcdsp. You know what I mean? I hope you guys following the episode and everything now, you know, seeing what I do. So I take my time. Yeah, so I want you guys to take all the time while they're doing all the mastering tuner. See, now we going the main important ingredients is a limiter. See, going to the limiter here now. I don't really set up the limiter. I ain't really set up the limiter to make any noise like that. So now we're going to set up the limiter to give it a loud feeling. So when the people play it in the dance, right? When they play it in the dance, they can get some nice fall from it now, you know, like, you know, when you're in the dance and people like, pa, 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 boop, 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 boop. It's the same way with this track when I do it now, you know. So we're going to try to make it loud. Quite my phone that's buzzing like crazy, people. It's Christmas. Everybody want money at the same time now, you know. So right now we're trying to hook up you guys, you know. So let's go.
Straight up to Oakland. Them a go dead someone talk all them want. Know them go straight from them banners, them slant. Know them a die. Them shoulda never tried. Just it's for the platinum a kill on the half. So listen to me now. Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump on. Good vibes and classical selection. Wicked sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them a go dead someone talk all them want. Know them go straight from them banners, them slant. Know them a die. Them shoulda never tried. Just it's for the platinum a kill on the half. So listen to me now. Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump on. Good vibes and classical selection. Wicked sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them a go dead someone talk all them want. Know them go straight from them banners, them slant. Know them a die. Them shoulda never tried. Just it's for the platinum a kill on the half. So listen to me now. Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump on. Good vibes and classical selection. Wicked sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland. Them a go dead someone talk all them want. Know them go straight from them banners, them slant. Know them a die. Them shoulda never tried. Just it's for the platinum a kill on the half. So listen to me now. Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump on. Good vibes and classical.
Yeah, man, the track sounding wonderful. Yeah, people, you know what I mean? Listen to the track before or the song before the plugins, you know? We're going to let's click it off. We go Visual Studio 1. Listen to the track song without the plugins, you know?
Wicked sounds from Trinidad straight up to Oakland.
Now listen to it within now. This song is still song now. All we did now is just put the limiter here now.
So listen to me now. Yo, there is no competition. It's easy for buckshot to kill off a jump.
Yeah, people have understand this mastering here, people. There's the MCDSP plugins mastering tutorial here, people, and I mean follow the, you know, like a share. And thanks everybody been supporting me, adding me and subscribing and stuff now, you know what I mean? And really appreciate it. Make me feel good when people add and subscribe to it, because you know, I remember I started with 5, and then all of a sudden I just reached the 20th, and I never thought that I reached so far. You know what I mean? And you know, I will try to upload the next video next week. See, I will try to upload the next video sometime next week again about a different plugin I get. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to go check it out and try to apply this to your video, apply this to your mix. You know what I mean? Follow the same step I did, and you're going to see the results, you know what I mean? And you can go on my SoundCloud page. I'm going to leave a link to you guys to go check out my SoundCloud page now, you know? Yeah, this is the learning curve of music. share and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what's up, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, you know what I mean? It's still blessed, you know what I mean? Yeah.